little taco cat. Hello.
This is like the closest I've ever been to her.
You must put your costume on to be part of...
She doesn't look as freaked out as I thought, honestly.
Maybe she will just sit with us then. Isn't she so soft?
She's so soft.
One time I googled, why is my cat so soft? And it just said sometimes cats are extra soft. I feel like she's abnormally soft. Maybe you just need to sit here. Are you our special guest? What do you
think she is. I think she's almost tolerating it.
See, this isn't so bad.
This is going like way better than I thought.
No, she's gotten so good at I don't know, sitting here. Well, should we begin?
I guess so. I guess we have another member.
Maybe she'll sit right here next to me.
Oh.
There, our third. Oh, what does that look? See, this is kind of fun. You've never been on the counter before. All right, welcome.
Welcome back. After a year and a half,
almost 2 year hiatus.
We're back.
We're back for
season 2, which is totally a thing that podcasts do.
They kind of sometimes
they are.
Oh, Dora. Oh, you seem you're really not enjoying it. So after we introduce you, you can leave. You seem really sad. Dora, it's the kitchen. It's not.
She hates downstairs.
She hates the downstairs. Well, yes, we're back. We're back for the podcast, and we're doing a really exciting movie that everyone knows and loves.
Mm-hmm. I think that's true.
Yeah.
What kid doesn't love this movie?
What kid doesn't love this movie? I mean, I don't know about kids today, because the most recent one, I think, came out in 2015, I think is what I saw.
Out.
But Alvin and the Chipmunks.
I was a big fan of this movie
as
a kid.
too.
I probably watched this like every Christmas. My parents were probably so sick of it.
You treated it as like a Christmas movie?
I think it was sort of an all-year movie, but around Christmas, like, it hit extra hard.
I feel like it was very much an all-year movie.
Yeah. I definitely saw it in the theaters. I remember it vividly. Anyway, we're back. This is our, like, big return to form, I guess.
Yeah.
It felt right.
I mean, we're in a new location. We both moved.
That's true. Yeah, we're back because I don't live an hour and a half away anymore. So that's really exciting. I graduated, so now I live in LA also.
You graduated, I got a cat.
You did.
Big life.
Big steps, big moves.
But yes. Yeah, who are we dressed as today? We're each...
What did they say? They introduced themselves with their archetypes.
Oh, yeah.
He was like, I'm Simon, the smart
one.
Dora's the smart one.
She's the smart one.
He's like, I'm the awesome one.
I'm the awesome one.
And then Theodore goes, I'm Theodore. And that's it.
It does a very, like, boy band, like archetypes.
Yeah.
Except, like, not really. Like, it wants to be, but it's not.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Like, when are there 3 of them? Are there any boy bands that just have 3?
I feel like
I guess the Jonas Brothers.
I guess the Jonas Brothers,
and they are brothers.
And they are...
In this, apparently.
Wow.
As we learn. They were abandoned by their parents who joined a commune. Yeah, I don't know. It's a weird dynamic. There's not a lot like that.
Yeah.
Is she calming down?
I can't tell. No.
Okay.
Do you want to go back? Go back to hiding?
She's never heard, like, 2 voices in her house at once.
I know. I mean, she's met other people, but she's usually on her drugs. When I drag her out to meet people.
Yeah, do you want to, like, explain this cat?
Yeah, so this is Dora. She's, so cute. Maybe you can see her a little bit. Oh, give us a smile. Oh, yes, a smile. She's a little tuxedo cat. She's a former teen mom on the streets. And she just turned 3. She's so old now. But we thought that she should make an appearance. She really doesn't like anyone but me, and she only likes me when I'm sitting still and not moving.
Or sneezing.
Or on the phone. If you yawn a little bit too big, she runs away. You'd think after, like, 2 years living in this apartment, she would learn that there's rarely anyone else downstairs besides me. Apart from today. This is gonna,
like, set her back to square one, though.
I know. Usually after, though, if she pushes herself a little bit, she'll usually get a little bit brave for a couple days because she realizes maybe I'm overreacting. Mm-hmm. What if I fed you a treat? Big. Would that be better? I have a feeling you're not going to eat it. That you're just going to kind of stare at it and be so sad that you can't eat it because you're too sad. But we brought her so she could be part of the outfits. And
she's like the least enthusiastic mascot in the world.
the like least excited special guest.
Yeah.
She's never been on the counter before, so I thought that could be fun for her, but apparently it's not. You're literally fine. Come here. Are you okay? Well, would you like to say goodbye before she goes away?
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
She went.
She said no. No forehead bumps.
Goodbye.
Okay, well, I'll bring you back up to hide under the bed for the next 10 hours.
I mean, that went honestly way better than I was expecting.
Yeah. I really didn't think she was going to let me, like, pull her down here. Maybe after, like, 10 years, she will let anyone just, like, stand near her. I put on my, like, things I would be cool if they happened this year, like, sort of like New Year's resolutions, but, like, just fun goals. Get Dora comfortable with coming downstairs. And
it sounds small, but it's
not. August and it hasn't happened yet, but
oh my god, it's August.
I still can't believe she's somehow fine. She's more normal when she travels.
That's crazy. And I mean the drugs are in play.
I mean the drugs, but like even when she's hanging out there, like I'll like come into the room and she'll be sitting there more, and like she met the dogs kind of, because they really they just kind of looked at each other and then both fell asleep. It was ridiculous.
We thought it'd be fun to do sort of a newscaster reporting setup today. Maybe we'll do like every episode is in a different spot.
That'd be kind of fun. We have a bunch of options.
I mean,
even for this weird little shaped apartment.
When we run out of options, you can rearrange your entire living room again.
Yeah, and then we'll have yours. And
we did
really
do the one in the car in the parking lot of the Outback Steakhouse. So we're never, like, out of options.
And I have a different car now, even though we've never used my previous car.
Yeah. Well, that's good to know. My car is no longer full of furniture.
That's really good.
So that's sort of an option again.
Though what if we had sat on, like, the couch in the back of your car?
Yeah, it fully, like, went up to the ceiling. Like, lay flat. Yeah. That could have been really distracting.
But yeah, should we get into the recap?
I guess so, yeah.
Back to our segments.
If you're new or if it's been a while, which it has.
It probably has. Unless you're watching them. Sometimes I get a notification like, 2 people watched it this month.
Who are they? Where are they coming from?
I don't know.
It's like our 800 views on Shaun the Sheep that all are like an average duration.
Maybe we'll get like a lot on this one.
Maybe. The people are excited to have us back.
They are. Maybe. They've been asking.
They've been clamoring.
A couple people.
Like 2 people have asked.
If those people don't, then go watch it. And you've been waiting this long.
Someday we'll do our Nicole ad.
We gotta find an animal movie that Nicole's in.
Oh, yeah.
A Nicole Kidman animal movie. She's gotta be the mom who has a kid who has a pet.
Yeah.
Well, she's in a lot of TV where she's the mom.
Yeah,
but she's
but not
like the hot
Disney
mom.
Movie mom type of like that archetype, which I feel like is what we cover.
Did I tell you how just like my dad's insane reaction to Baby Girl? He was like, I hated Baby Girl so much, I wanted to burn down a house.
That's what my thesis was about.
I was like, what?
It's about how much I hated Baby Girl. Yeah, I don't really know anyone that liked it, but like I had fun watching it. But everyone I talked to had a visceral reaction to it in a way that I feel like was not warranted by the movie.
Yeah. My dad was just mad that like she was like, why is Nicole Kidman cheating on Antonio Banderas for that? He's like that creep. Well, we're not here talking about Baby Girl.
We're
here talking about
I'm drinking milk right now. We're here to talk about Alvin and the Chipmunks. First of, I guess we decided 4 movies.
I think there's 4.
Never knew that.
There was definitely, like, a gap. They basically, from what it looked like, was they did, like, this was 2007. I think the second was 2009. 2012 might have been the, like, third one. And then it was, like, 15 or 16. Which I guess isn't as much of a gap. It just feels like a big gap in culture.
It's weird that, like, we went from elementary school to high school and they were, like, continuously dropping Alvin movies.
Yes.
What were you doing in 2007?
Being 7.
Yeah. I feel like this is, like, one of 5 movies I was watching at that point in time.
Definitely. I definitely watched this one a lot.
Yeah.
This movie starts with...
we were already, like, open mouth shock, like, fade in from...
Because I forgot that was how it started. And what are they singing? It's
Bad
something...
Day.
Oh, yeah,
a song that I had on Kids Bop when I was 7.
Oh, yeah.
That's the reason I know the
Definitely.
song. Yeah.
That they're singing that, which is we're already in a period piece, and
it is. It's like so intensely 2007.
It's like the music, but especially the outfits.
It's the fedora and like chin strap combo that everyone has.
And when they're like all at a concert, and it's all like a t-shirt with a long sleeve shirt underneath.
Yeah, just going primary colors, basically. Yeah. No, it's good. It's kind of like. This was an era, and I feel like I didn't appreciate it because I was 7.
Yes.
But, to go back to simpler times.
And this is as the opening credits are playing, and we remember who is playing all of the different characters.
I, like, couldn't believe my eyes. I don't know which... I think the most shocking to me was Justin Long, because I was just, like, kids don't know who that is.
No, like, I didn't know who that was until, like, recently, I feel like.
Yeah, so Justin Long... Is he Alvin?
Yes.
That's crazy.
And then...
like, the last thing I saw him in was Barbarian. Like...
Yes, and I think that it was at that point when I connected who he was.
Yeah. Anyway, we were like, hello, and then it dropped Matthew Gray Gubler, and we were like...
He's the only one, I think, of the 3 that I'm, like, sure I can sort of recognize that this is an actor doing the character.
Yeah.
Because they all sound exactly the same.
They literally sound the same. And then Jesse McCartney.
Yes,
right.
Which is also just a funny choice.
It's like they don't really need someone that can sing. They don't really need
And I believe, as I was looking up for Yay or Nay later, he might have been the only one singing. I believe somebody else was singing for at least...
Why didn't he just sing
the
for
first
all of
guy?
Them? You can't tell.
I don't know.
It is like, what if they're just lying?
Because I also learned that they were supposed to be voiced by 2 of the people who voiced them in like the previous like show and stuff, who at least Alvin's voice actor was the son of the like creator of them.
Okay.
And they decided, no, we need someone younger and like a fresh new face.
A fresh new face like Justin Long?
Yeah.
I guess maybe he was in 2007.
I don't know.
But like what, Jesse McCartney, why?
And then I also learned that for the recording, because it had to sound like normal pacing when they upped it, they kept having to record their lines talking really slowly. And it would take like 40 takes to get something that sounded like coherent.
I mean, I guess technology is just not like
really...
where it is today at that point, because today that's very easy to do without having it do the whole thing. But I guess in 2007,
but apparently not at that point.
I just am like, they could have just had anyone do these voices and then put those names on it. Like, you can't tell. They all sound like one person.
Yeah.
I can't tell what they're singing at any point.
No, the only time I ever know is when it's like a recognizable song. Or...
There's always 2 words that pop out in the chorus, and then it's gibberish.
But yeah, so we meet them, and then their like tree is shipped off to somewhere, and then we meet Dave. Who... Our first, when he appeared, we're like, are we going to relate more to Dave now that we live in LA?
And we're adults.
And we're adults.
In the entertainment industry. We're like, oh my gosh, we're going to be the adult.
But, like, Dave has a lot of money somehow.
Dave somehow is loaded. Dave somehow is, like, unemployed, struggling, but, like, has a house.
And all these instruments. And it's, like, at least a 1-bedroom with, like, a full separate, like living area.
Yeah. Like, not like an LA apartment. Like,
no.
It's a house. So he's doing fine.
And he's doing fine enough that when he soon, like... So, like, he he tries to sell his song to Ian, the, like, music guy. Record exec.
Person.
And he's like, no, that's trash. And so he steals some muffins. Why? Because then he throws them out.
Like, I've never seen a basket of, like, 45 muffins. Just loose, unpackaged. No. But that.
He goes home and then throws out all of his instruments outside, like, smashing them on the ground. And so that's how you know he really is doing fine, because, like, sell those or you're not going to have a job.
And then he throws the muffins in the trash.
Yes, and the muffins are where the Chipmunks are, because their tree ended up in the lobby of the music studio building.
And no one eats the muffins.
And nobody eats the muffins, except the Chipmunks, good. I guess, eat some.
Anyway, Dave is doing fine, clearly. His ex-girlfriend is his next-door neighbor, I think. This is, like, a thing I was noticing when we were watching it. Every kids movie that features, like, adults breaking up, it is always because the man was not ready for commitment. They never have any other reason that they can think of. They're like, he wasn't ready for commitment. And, like, that's a thing, but they never have any other options.
And that's why she's really shocked when he is like, I will adopt these chipmunks as my children. I'm committing to them. And she's like, maybe.
Anyway. She lives there.
She lives, like, so, like, they're looking in each other's windows all the time.
They are. But, yeah, we're not worried about it. We see, like, a nice shot of the Hollywood sign, and it is truly just, like, wow.
Hollywood.
We're just like Dave.
We're just like Dave. And I also learned that where Dave's house, the studio it was shot on, is 5 minutes from here.
Really? Mm-hmm. That's pretty nice.
It's, like, 5 minutes that way.
I was noticing, watching the scenes in the record company, it kind of felt like the opposite of a regular kids movie to me, in the sense that, like, I feel like normally when you're a kid watching a kids movie, it's like, oh my god, these evil adults, like, I can't believe they're being so mean. And then you watch it as an adult and you're like, obviously no one talks like this. This is, like, so cartoonishly exaggerated. But this one I was like, no, this feels like a day at work. Like,
yeah, there wasn't much exaggeration.
He's just like, your song sucks. I don't want to buy it. And I'm like, and
like, we heard the song. It did suck.
Yeah, but I'm also like, this just feels like an average, like trying to make it in any of these entertainment industry subfields in LA. It's like, yes, that is your day-to-day on, like, a good day. So I was surprised at how realistically that sort of held up watching it as an adult. Yeah. It, like, sort of, it was
I wasn't coherent.
I wasn't like, this is ridiculous and unbelievable. And also, we were trying to figure out, like, where in LA this is supposed to take place, that it rains every single day.
That was something I saw on IMDb as I was looking up facts of, just, for some reason, the sidewalk is wet anytime they go outside.
Yeah.
Like, it's only, like, a time or two where it's actually raining, but it always has just rained.
Yeah.
Every time they're outside.
Yeah.
And there's also a kind of ridiculous amount of establishing shots. Especially
like
for, like,
time.
The house.
Like, they're not going to know where the scene takes place if we don't show them again. It's crazy.
But yeah, so then he's back at home, he throws out his instruments, and then he's, like, sad, I guess. And then he keeps hearing, like, things in his kitchen, and it's the chipmunks running around, like, breaking into his cabinets.
He's, like, freaked out, which is understandable, because I would, at this point, it's, like, either a rodent infestation or you have a ghost. So I'm like, I understand why he's alarmed. I would think I had a ghost. He also has this, like, an outdoor Oscar the Grouch trash can in his kitchen that not the rats. The chipmunks are, like, setting up shop in, and I don't know why that was. That felt like sort of a PD accident. But who knows?
Or they just really needed to be like, this is a trash can.
Yeah.
Because if it was like a normal, like, kitchen trash can, it could be any.
Yeah, that's true.
But just to be like, yes, this is the trash can that the muffins are in, and the chipmunks are now in.
Yeah, it has to be huge enough for a basket of 45
That's
muffins.
True, too. He meets the chipmunks.
They meet, he's alarmed, he's the only person in the movie that's, like, alarmed that they can talk. Everyone else immediately is like, okay.
Yes.
Not everyone else, but, like, the singing career takes off
pretty much everyone else, yeah.
They're like, oh, yeah, sure, of course.
Like, they question when Dave is like, the chipmunks can talk, and they're like, Dave, are you losing it? And then they talk, and they're like, oh, yeah, checks out.
Yeah.
This is a normal day.
But what's interesting also is he's alarmed that they can talk, But he's even more shocked that they can sing. And it's like, that doesn't feel like as big of a hurdle to get over.
No.
If you already have accepted that they can talk.
But yeah, he throws them out in the rain in a scene that really reminded me of Shrek. Where he takes, oh my god, annoying talking animal in my house, let me throw him outside. But then he sings me a song.
Yeah. Oh, there's also the moment where they, like, become Dexter for a second. Like, they think he's dead because they, like, hit him with something. And then one of them is like, give me like
Alvin.
some, it's not like saran wrap, but they're basically describing like, a Dexter kill room cleanup.
They have a lot of like culture references in a way that doesn't make sense for child chipmunks raised in the woods who just got into civilization.
I just accepted the suspension of disbelief on that, but there's a lot to pick apart there.
Just even right off the bat when they sing a song that's like
it's like, why do they know about taxes? Like, there's a lot to be confused.
Yeah, so they can sing, so Dave brings them in, and he's like, okay, you sing my songs, and you can live here. And he puts them to sleep, but they're, like, kind of chaotic, because they're child chipmunks.
Oh, yeah, they're like, we're kids, and it's like, again, that question with Stuart Little of, like, when there's an animal in a movie, is it a child? Mm-hmm. Is it it doesn't feel like it should be either.
He also doesn't question, he's like, they're kids. Great, let me put them to work.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Everyone is sort of okay with that. He just decides that his way of being okay with it is more ethical.
It's more okay than other people's.
But yeah, they're like, we're kids. Our parents ran off to join a commune. And it's like, okay, sure. We're just gonna, But they sing that song, Only You, like this old song from like the 50s or whatever. And it's like, just the range of like, whoever was doing music supervision on this movie was just full of big ideas because none of it really.
But honestly, together. I liked
all of them.
Just kind of random.
Yeah, because I could never predict.
You never know what's gonna. They open their mouth and you don't know what's gonna come out, and I think that's really good, actually.
Yeah, he's like, you can sing, and they're like, that's not singing. This is singing, and they do like a full choreographed song and dance routine of Funky Town. And then he's like, whoa, that is singing.
A chipmunk boy band in my backyard? Whoa. Because they really can dance. It is so... Like, I think I never really, watching it when I was younger, recognized how boy band they are. Yeah. And it really is that they all have their roles and they do their little, like, choreographed dance numbers.
Do you think they were, like, practicing that in the tree for fun? Like, when they were in the woods?
I guess so.
Yeah. Because that one felt, like, planned.
Yeah. Maybe they're just like have a little bit of telepathy and they just they don't need it.
Interesting.
I do wonder, are they all from the same like litter of chipmunks?
I think they must be because they said their parents left them after like a week.
But they also so clearly seem to have like
there's like an age dynamic sure. But maybe with chipmunks it's like, this maybe one is he's just a minute older.
He's like because Theodore is clearly the baby.
Well, they said they were like, haha, he fell out of the tree at birth. And that's why he's like this. So they sort of... They never say he's the youngest, even though that's the vibe. But clearly...
That is the vibe.
Yeah. I feel like we're back in Carolyn's acting class, where she would always say that birth order was somehow, like, the most prominent element of the character's psychology.
I think Simon's the oldest.
Yeah.
He has that, like, older brother. It is just because he's, like, the smart one with glasses, but...
But when is the middle child ever, like, the leader?
He's not really a good leader. He's just kind of loud.
No, but they listen to him. Which is hard to do as a middle child, I think.
True.
Anyway, Dave comes up with his first hit single after seeing them, like... This is one thing that didn't click for me as, like, a kid watching it, but he sees one of them playing with a paper plane, and then he sees Alvin doing his, like, hula hoop routine. So he's like, a plane that loops the loop.
And then he's listening to them snore, and the little noises they're making are the, like, tuned to the... songs.
And the song, honestly, is good.
Yeah.
It's pretty catchy.
Oh, and this night he also spends a lot of time making a little diorama for them to perform in.
Yeah.
In a way that's like...
Wait, what? Like, we're moving too fast here. Let's, like, go one step at a time.
It's a crazy...
But he's all in it.
Like, I just don't understand why he needed that to present the song.
No. Yeah, so basically he's like, it's redemption arc time.
Yes.
He goes back to the record company to see Ian again, who rejected him before, and is like, boy, do I have something to show you. This scene was great. This scene was crazy. Yeah. He pulls out his, like, decorated box set that he's built for them to sing in. and like just opens it to show these chipmunks, and he's like, they sing, I promise.
And the chipmunks are shaking and not like doing anything.
And Ian is just looking at him like he's like clearly having a breakdown.
And I really liked when he said, I'm gonna pretend I have a meeting now.
Yeah. You know what this scene really reminded me of? You know in Parks and Rec when Ben is unemployed and gets really depressed
yes.
doing his claymation.
His like claymation.
It's like just like that.
And then he's like watch, and it's like 5 seconds long.
Yeah, it's exactly like that. If you're watching this like from Ian's perspective, like this guy that you just rejected for this song shows up with a box of rodents claiming that they sing.
Yeah.
Like what I like maybe best about this movie is that the antagonist is also the straight man for like 70% of the movie. Like I don't know if I've seen that before, but basically he just, you know, kind of reasonably thinks that this guy is like just off his rocker. Mm-hmm. Also, David Cross is like really good in this movie. Like he is really committed to it.
It's really good.
All of his deliveries are so good. Like he really sells it. Like he wants to be there.
I think because he's just playing it so straight.
Yeah.
In a way that like I can't really tell if it's intentional or he just doesn't want to be there.
I feel like he did because he brought like interesting choices.
He did,
to every line delivery.
Because it's really everything he said made me laugh.
Like he's
by
really
far
good.
Apart from like it's the singing chipmunk movie. He's the most like memorable part.
Yeah, he's the scene stealer for sure. In a movie about singing chipmunks.
Like he's the one I remember.
Yeah. Yeah, I couldn't have told you what Dave looked like, but I remember so vividly.
Yes.
Ian
and
his
him
fedora.
And at least in the like Chipwrecked third movie, he's in all of them.
He's in all.
He spends most of because that's what the second one is about. They go to high school.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
And they meet a group of 3 girl chipmunks who can sing, and I believe Ian is their manager, and so there's like they're enemies to lovers a little bit, but also they're kind of siblings because I think Dave adopts them too. And then the third one is somehow they get shipwrecked on an island, and somehow Dave is there in a chicken mascot costume without the head on it for most of the movie.
Did you dream this?
No, this is real.
Okay.
And he again is by far the best part of the movie. Yeah. And there's the big long plot of like somehow there's treasure on the island. Jenny Slate is also stuck on the island on like
that feels right.
That's like a Castaway type beat where she has a lot of different sports balls with faces
she's like
on them.
A human?
Yeah, she's a human. And she has like a tennis ball and a volleyball and a basketball. They all have faces and she talks really to them. Like I think she was an explorer looking for treasure or like something, and like she's telling Ian this and he's like, I have to get the treasure on the island. So a lot of it's like him in the chicken suit looking for treasure. As, like, the chipmunks just kind of sing. But, yeah, so it's a lot of, like, treasure. And then, of course, like, there's a volcano erupting. How are they going to make the raft in time?
Departure from they sing and they go to high school. I don't really know how they got to their shipwreck.
And I haven't seen the fourth one, but I think it's a road trip movie.
Like, that makes sense. That feels fine.
Chipwrecked
is, like, the weird, like...
We watched
the Friday the 13th where they're in space, you know? Like, how did we get here?
Yeah, where were we on this one?
I wrote down Santa glasses. Yeah, Dave notices that Simon can't see, so he takes the little plastic glasses off of a Santa statue on his counter and puts them on Simon. They are somehow prescription glasses that work for a chipmunk, and then he can see. Later on, there's like a moment where Ian tries to make him wear cool sunglasses that don't work for him, but it's like, honestly, why would one of these
I did also realize Ian is wearing those same glasses.
Yeah.
They're
very like 2000s, like...
Yeah.
Actor, like everyone in every cool guy in a movie had like jet black spiky hair and like those
like those, but they're really not cool.
They're not cool. No, I bet they'll come back though.
Probably. I don't know that I'll be participating if they do.
No, if you do, it'll be like as a reference to Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Yes.
Not anything else. But yeah, so the all the sound, but I got like a crazy nostalgia hit when they did the first song because it was stuff where, like, when you would listen to the CD or whatever
Yes.
that I had, like, it would have the start of, like, it would have a little bit of their dialogue in it, or he'd be like, Alvin, like,
yes,
all of that when that started
is all there
before the song kicked off. I was like, oh my gosh, I remember this so vividly.
But yeah, so he's like, Ian, look at these singing chipmunks. They don't sing. Ian's like, I have a fake meeting. Goodbye. And then he goes home and he's so mad at these chipmunks for not performing well under pressure. He was like gonna kick them out. He like makes them a little box with waffles and like stabs holes in the top. But then like when he's about to throw them out, they're missing already. And turns out they've gone to Ian's house to put on a show to prove that they can sing.
Is this after he got fired, by the way?
Oh, you're right.
He gets fired by Jane Lynch, who appears for just that scene and nothing else.
Yes, and she's like fourth in the credits.
Yeah, he works in advertising, but he's like doing the commercial pitch and also like the sales like projection charts.
Yeah, and his pitch is like it's for an energy bar. And he's like, what if there's a sad kid who eats the bar and is happy now?
It's like
fire him.
Yeah.
Fire him. He's not good at the job.
No. So, yeah, I feel like I'm getting to that age where I side with the villains in the movie a little bit more than the protagonists. He's bad at his job.
So, he gets fired.
I wrote down, like, as a kid, I feel like every movie you watch, like, everyone's just getting fired. And it's, like, not really a big deal.
Yeah.
Like, they're mad, but it's like, this is always gonna happen. Like, every year you're probably gonna get fired. And, like, I feel like as an adult, being fired from a long-term job is, like, devastating. But it's just sort of a thing that always happens. And it's like, oh, shoot, this again. So that's another interesting thing to reflect on now. Oh, is this also... The ex-girlfriend comes over, they try to, like, set them up. So he's mad about, like, 3 separate things.
Yes, I think you're right.
Because they sort of sabotage his date by trying to make it too sexy. And then she's scared.
She's scared because he's talking about...
like the house is haunted.
And because he's like, I have a rational explanation for all of this.
Yeah.
There's talking chipmunks in my house.
But, yeah, so they redeem themselves. They sing the song. There's, like, this great shot of David Cross where... he looks down at them and goes, welcome to Jet Records. Like, in this really evil way, but it's, like, really funny.
But, yeah, so, like, then somehow he's gonna kick them out, and then they disappear. But then they come back, and he's like, yeah, sure, I'm not kicking them out anymore. And so they're shopping, and they have an entire grocery cart full of waffles.
Yeah.
And then the Chipmunk Christmas song starts playing. And he's like, wait, this is my song. And then... he calls Ian, and Ian's like, yeah, kid, the industry moves fast. And it's like, but somebody needed to sign something, I think.
You know, it's a tough world out there. People are always stealing your intellectual property. But yeah, it becomes the #1 hit. They have a Best New Artist, like, award. They're on
I really enjoyed that, like, montage of, like, they're on every magazine really cover good. And
they
like
have like a rock remix.
It's like photo shoots and like finally Dave makes them clothes to wear and it's like their like traditional colors.
What do you mean their traditional color? Oh, like
because they were just kind of nude.
They were nude. Yes.
Yeah.
It is weird when they don't commit to, like, normally it's like the animal doesn't have clothes the whole time or the animal does have clothes the whole time. It's weird to have it be like
this is really just clothes just for fun.
Yeah.
But then there's also that second where he's showering in the dishwasher and he pulls it down.
Oh yeah.
And he's like covering up.
Yeah.
And like, but you've been naked the whole time, I guess.
That's such an animal, like a kid's animal movie trope where it's just like, okay.
Yeah.
Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden.
I was literally thinking at the beginning of like they are in the like, woods and then they're brought to the world. Because it is at the end when they rip off all their clothes on stage. It feels like shocking.
Tear away tracksuits.
Yeah, so they have they're like rock stars now, and
they call Dave dad on accident, and he's trying to explain to them that he's not their dad.
He's just like their friend and songwriter.
It just made me think of the rehearsal. Where he's like, I need you guys to understand that I'm not dad. And they're like, but you seem like dad.
You seem like dad, and you have been pretending to be dad all the time.
But they sort of have an arrangement worked out. It's going fine.
Where he is basically Dav.
Yeah, he is.
I did really like that on Theodore's drawings. He wrote Dear Dav. D-A-V, no E.
But then things start to turn because, oh boy, it's Christmas. They love Christmas. Mm-hmm. He gets them savings bonds, which I could have probably told him is not like a fun present for your children, even though it is a good thing to do.
I did like that he was like, yeah, in like 7 years you'll be able. Yeah. And then Alvin's like, do you have any from 7 years ago? Yeah, but then Ian brings in like
so many fun toys.
Video
games. This is where things begin to shift as we move into the second act. Yeah, they love him because he's like the fun parent, the fun uncle, whereas he's the one, Dave is like actually taking care of them, but they can only see like the fun toys. Yes. So they get super famous. There's like a big performance. Yes. Everyone is just on board.
Performance that's like really long.
It's like a 5-minute musical number where they do the full song from start to finish. This one guy comes out and says Chipmunks on the MIC, and it's just like, please stop. They have human backup singers and backup dancers, which like, okay. I just kept thinking about, like, imagine being a backup singer for a chipmunk. I think that has to be, like, a low point.
Yeah. I just am really wondering who their audience is.
I know, it seems to be everyone.
Because I feel like once the novelty of, like, these are chipmunks that sing wears off, which
you don't want to see
pretty much immediately. You don't want to see a show. And, like, I feel like the typical boy band would be, like...
Yeah, that's true.
You know, preteen girls. But every time their show is, like, it's all, like... 35-year-olds. Uh-huh.
It's like everyone crazy. In LA is seeing this concert.
Yeah.
Sure.
And then remember that they are children. So there's that.
Yeah, it's like if not even the Wiggles, because the Wiggles are adults,
it's like if the Jonas Brothers in their like child age, the only people that were going to their shows were like people who just walked out of the club and are 35 years old.
Yeah, they're the most if the Jonas Brothers at 16 years old were the most popular band in Hollywood. Yeah. Or like Hannah Montana.
Yeah.
It's that energy.
Yeah.
Which, like, sure. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, maybe that's just what 2007 was.
Maybe. There's not, like, a version of it that does make sense, so I'm like, okay, I guess.
Yeah.
Like, they just had to pick, like, a way to take it. But yeah, they're having dolls made out of them. People are calling them the monks. Uncle Dave hires them a maid who is, like, the most beautiful woman in the world, who has no lines, and is there for 4 minutes. They go live with Dave. No, with
Ian.
With Ian, because he's more fun, he lets them do... He gives them all these toys, but he's also
Dave's kind of like, if Ian's so fun, then go live with him.
So they're like, okay, fine.
Fine, Dad.
Fine, Dave. Fine, Dav.
Yeah,
so they go, and they're having so much fun. They have, like, a butler. They're going crazy for, like, one day, and then Ian is like, okay, world tour. The U.S. tour reminded me of, like, the scene in La La Land. Like, one of the La La Land, like, tour and photo shoot montages.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because it's, like, they're doing great. Like, they're so successful. Yeah. But there's an undercurrent of, like, sad, I guess.
Yeah.
But their album is called Party Animals, and I thought that was really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, they go to do a commercial. He gives them an absolutely lethal dose of caffeine. Like, it's big. It's like bigger coffee, than them. Bigger than them. It should stop their hearts.
And they chug it in a second.
Yeah. So they're clearly sleep deprived. At this point, I was like, honestly, this is, like, a pretty good representation of, like, manipulation and exploitation of, like, child stars in a way that I wasn't really, like, prepared for.
Yeah.
Because he keeps being like, no, but, like, this is really fun. Like, you guys love doing this.
Yeah.
Like,
and they're like,
this is what rock stars do. They have to do this. And they're like, we're tired.
Yes. And they're like, where's Dave? Why doesn't he want to come see us? And Ian's like, he just hates you guys.
Yeah. It's kind of well crafted.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of well written. I was surprised. But, like, a lot of this movie really held up for me in a way that I didn't expect. It's, like, a very honestly sound script.
And it's not as dated as some of these can be.
Yeah, it held up. Like, it definitely has its, like, super annoying, like, kid humor moments.
Yes.
But, like, from
you
story
gotta have your fart joke.
2 fart jokes.
There are 2. You gotta have your quoting, like, an R-rated, like, 80s, 90s movie that no child has seen.
I swear every movie we cover has a Die Hard reference.
There's a Taxi Driver reference.
Gotta throw one in there for the mom and dad.
I'm surprised there wasn't a Godfather. Ian making an offer you can't refuse.
Stroking the chipmunk. Yeah. There always is one.
Yeah.
Or 2 or 3. Yeah, so it takes kind of this dark turn. They go to their world tour. They're so messed up. A doctor comes to check them out and is like, you guys have lost your voices. So they're going to lip sync the climactic scene.
Yes. They're performing another song that's basically just like, we're the Chipmunks.
Yeah.
They have a lot of those.
They're at the Orpheum.
They're at the Orpheum in LA to kick off their world tour. Even though they've already done basically the US leg of the world tour. It seems it's happening again, or just at least kicking off here again. But yeah, so they're on stage, they're lip syncing. Dave is like trying to get in, but he's been banned. And of course the security, because they've been told to know Dave's face and name,
somehow
immediately knows who he is and tries to like get him out. But then he screams Alvin loud enough for the Chipmunks to hear over the rowdy crowd, and the Chipmunks rip off the clothes. Yeah. And then instead of running to Dave, just kind of cause chaos for a while. The rest of the performers are trying to make it happen still.
Yeah, they are.
And like the Chipmunks are like lowering their mics and they're squatting on the floor trying to sing.
There's like a bit of physical comedy that goes on too long with everyone trying to catch them.
Yes.
All the big security guards. There's this scene and like this shot in every animal movie. It's like a kooky, like low angle shot of like security guard trying to catch the animal.
That security guard went down hard.
He did, yeah.
They get caught by Ian first, briefly. And Ian puts them in a little cat cage. But the Chipmunks, because they can talk, that means they can also open a cat cage. It's not really that hard. So then they're with
I know,
Dave.
I was kind of surprised that he thought that would contain them.
Yeah, I don't know.
But they, like, surprise Dave in his car.
Yes.
And they have a happy reunion together.
And of course Dave also gets the girl because she's pleased to see that he has children.
Yeah, he's ready to commit now.
Yeah.
Their big rodent family. There's a really nice post-credit scene where Ian is trying to train a bunch of squirrels to sing. And it's really good because it's not like CG squirrels. It's just squirrels.
They are real squirrels. But another fun fact, they were not in the same scene. They shot that separately from the squirrels.
I was wondering.
Yeah. And they just kind of made the squirrels move with nuts and then CGI'd them onto
That's really sweet.
the piano. But they were real squirrels.
Yeah. And he's like, why won't you guys sing?
Yes.
So, and then they play the Christmas song really loudly in the credits again.
Of course.
In case you haven't heard it enough times.
And one of the other original ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, is it time for our next segments?
I think so.
Okay, we've got Top Dog. Do we have any favorite or least favorite quotes, moments,
My
effects?
overall top dog was absolutely David Cross as Ian.
That is what I said.
He makes the movie
as well. Genuinely
a really good performance.
Yeah. And all of the other things I wrote down, we kind of already talked about.
I wrote a few quotes.
I did write a few quotes as well.
We might have covered most of them.
I said Alvin was my least favorite chipmunk.
Yeah,
I just think he's not really giving much. He's kind of just, he's very much just like boy. Mm-hmm. And I feel like the other ones have a little bit more of a personality.
Yeah,
like a specific personality.
Protagonist is the least interesting character syndrome, which you see a lot.
Yeah.
I wrote down Yippee-ki-yay Mamacita.
I also wrote that down.
And I feel like P. Diddy with fur.
Yep, I wrote that down too.
Hasn't aged as well.
I wrote down some of Ian's lines. I liked when he said, "Welcome to Jet Records." And I also liked when he said, "They're chipmunks who talk. People will come."
Yeah.
I think when he was talking about, like, oh yeah, because Dave was like, who's going to come to the world tour? That was so bad. And he's like, they're chipmunks who talk. People will come. Ian was definitely my general top dog.
Really, really good. Mm-hmm. I was glad that, like, held up.
Yes, me too. Yeah. Because I definitely found him, I mean, that's our next thing. Perspective.
Good segue.
I think, like, found him the funniest when I was younger, and I still found him the funniest.
Yeah, I feel like it's funny watching it as a kid, because he's like, oh, evil antagonist, but then as an adult, it's just, like, genuinely pretty good jokes a lot of the time, and, like, good delivery.
Yeah, they aren't necessarily, I feel like a lot of kids' movies, you get, like, specifically kids' jokes, and specifically adults' jokes, and there are definitely moments like that.
But his character especially rides that line really well. And he's just, like, kind of the most reasonable character in the movie sometimes, also.
Yeah. I mean, he does
for, like,
really,
the first third.
He's really pro-child labor.
Yeah. But at least in the beginning where he's just like, I'm not hiring you because you're bad at your job and you sound insane.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah.
Yeah. I also, the only other thing I wrote down was just, and I found it interesting that Dave had a Bob Dylan poster.
I also found that interesting, but I wasn't sure why.
Like, just that, does he think he's Bob Dylan, or does he, like, really idolize him?
Yeah.
Because I don't know that he's emulating that career. Yeah. The Chipmunks aren't really saying much about society.
Yeah.
It's a very different style of music. I can't really imagine Bob Dylan singing the Chipmunks song, but I can imagine the Chipmunks singing a Bob Dylan song.
Can you imagine them winning the Nobel Prize?
Of course. Yeah.
But no, honestly, for perspective,
I think it holds up.
Yeah, like, my perspective on this movie, watching it many times as a kid and then not again for 20 years.
Yeah.
And then now, it held up way better than I thought. I thought the script was pretty good. A lot of the performances are actually pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
I liked watching it as someone more the age of, like,
of Dave.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we've had a lot that we've watched and we've been like,
yeah, it's rough.
That it's like, I'm enjoying this more from the nostalgia than it being any sort of watchable movie.
Yeah, like G-Force, I'm like, this is awful. But no, this one I'm like, okay, I don't feel that bad for making my parents watch this every year.
Yeah.
Like, it's fine.
Well, now we got Don't Stop the Music.
Mm-hmm. Lots to talk about.
Yeah, what was your favorite? Do you have any favorite song choices?
I wrote down, like, a list of the songs that they go through. Bad Day, Only You, Funky Town, Don't Ya. I feel like that's the one that I remember the most. I Love Rock and Roll. They don't sing that. That's just, like, it plays in a montage or something. I feel like Only You is the craziest for me, because I would have never I know that song now, but I wouldn't have guessed, and it's just, like, a crazy, like, not even a deep cut, it's just, like, who picked this as, like, the sad song in this very 2007 movie.
Yeah. I didn't remember, I feel like the sequels do a lot more of covers of random songs, and they make a little bit more sense to what's going on.
Yeah,
which I kind of missed that of, like, a Chipmunk cover of a random song.
Yeah.
Like, I like when they're lost on the island in Chipwreck and they sing Survivor. Like, sometimes, like, I think that's kind of, like, I don't think there's really much, if any, original songs in the other ones. They ran out.
Yeah, I mean, it was fun that it's kind of some of the ones from the cartoon. Honestly, all of the original ones, or what I assume are the original ones from, like, their old show.
Yes.
They were not bad. I had no idea what they were saying, and it's, like, their voices are annoying, but it was sort of catchy.
I think the other ones are also a little bit more, like fantasy musical rules where they just start singing for kind of no reason sometimes.
Okay.
Like, here they tended to usually at least have some sort of, like, narrative context to it. But the other ones, it's a lot of times it's just like, something's happening, let's sing.
I don't know if I like that direction. I
don't know that I do either. It's, like, cringier.
Like,
but I feel like it takes it away from, like, this was a more coherent movie of, like, an actual movie than some of the other ones where it is just, like, really riding on the premise of this is the Chipmunks movie.
I think that's why this one works well watching it, like, not as a kid who will just watch anything. It's not just, like, throwing IP at you.
Yeah.
I mean, it is, but that's not, like, the only thing that is going on. Like, there's actually, like, a plot. It's not just like, hey, look at this like thing that is happening right now. So I respect that.
Yeah. If it was today, what songs do you wish the Chipmunks would cover? Or they don't have to be current songs, but just what other songs do you wish the Chipmunks would cover?
I don't know what I wish, but what popped into my head is what I feel like they would have done in like 2020. Is like there would totally be some sort of like villain introduction or girl introduction to Bad Guy by Billie Eilish. Like that really feels like that 100%. Was having such a cultural moment, and I could just see it being like the
I could also see the girls doing girl Chipmunks doing like Say So with the little, like a TikTok dance. Oh. I could see a lot of Chipmunk TikTok dances. It's good that this didn't last TikTok era. Yeah, kind of like I feel like movies like what's the one that like Sing. Yeah. Has a lot of that where like again it's like some make sense, some I'm like
it's like a random choice jukebox musical.
Yeah. What's the worst song that they could sing? Oh gosh. I feel like the Chipmunks did like an Eminem song would be really something.
That would be something.
Like them like rapping.
They would do
It's very much like that. Did you watch Glee? You didn't, right?
No,
I just get a lot I get a lot of, not as much anymore, but for a while I was getting a lot of, like, recommended things on Instagram that was, like, what would happen if, like, what episodes would they do in Glee today? And, like, who would sing which songs and what would the context be? And it feels a little bit like that, where it's, like it's Sabrina Carpenter episode, and, like, this person would sing it about a breakup, and then these people would, like, do a duet, but it'd be kind of a fight, and then the teacher would sing this in a really uncomfortable way.
And Jane Lynch would
be there.
Just like this movie. They should do like the Muppets though, where it's like the Phantom of the Opera, but it's Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Good.
Like, why didn't they take in that direction?
That'd be so fun.
Yeah, I would actually.
I think that would be. I wish the sequel was. They had to be in the like school musical in high school, and so you have like. They're doing like West Side Story, and Alvin is the guy, Tony, or like what would be a really bad
High School Musical, the musical, the Chipmunks.
Yes. I could absolutely. He's absolutely crossover. A Zac Efron type of character. Alvin is. Yeah. And then like Theodore would be. I don't know who he would be in.
Mrs. Darvis.
Mrs. Darvis, yeah. And I feel like Simon doesn't quite fit with any of the boys.
No. But he could almost be Ryan. He could be like Ryan. Gabriella. Freaky genius girl.
Yeah, and like I feel like he'd be like Taylor, like Gabriella's friend. Yeah. Maybe they flip. Maybe some of the girls go on each side. Yeah. But also, I think the girl Chipmunks, exact same archetypes of. Annoying loud one is the main one. Yeah. The second one is taller and smart, and the third one is shorter and chubbier and is baby.
What other kind of person can there be?
I don't know.
Okay.
Okay. Who? If you I have two questions.
Did we say the name of this podcast? I have a question also.
The Pawlywood Pawdcast?
I don't know if we introduced our podcast or said what it is. That just occurred to me.
Now, you said so long in, this is the Pawlywood Pawdcast with two paws. And we're talking about animal movies. And you can put that in right here or at the beginning.
I will put it in right here because I think that is funnier. You said hoo-hoo, and I was like anyone owl. Who doesn't know what the theme is might be really confused.
Yeah, and so we're talking now. This one's like recasting or like who would you add to the cast? And I have both those questions. If you were to add another chipmunk, what would their archetype be?
Oh, another chipmunk.
I feel like we're missing. Like I feel like Alvin's a little like troublemaker leader. I feel like we're missing the sexy chipmunk in the boy band. Like what other boy band?
Like the himbo chipmunk.
Himbo chipmunk, or like the one that has an accent.
I feel like we're missing like a bully.
A bully?
Like we have the human sort of bully antagonist, but there has to be more of an intergroup dynamic.
Or just a different talking animal is a bully.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's true. There's like a hawk that's trying to swoop down and catch them. all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there should be more conflict within the nuclear family.
Yeah.
As well as with the external antagonists.
Yeah. Who would you recast as the 3 Chipmunks today?
It literally doesn't matter.
I have my pick. It's just in a funny...
who they are.
I mean, Alvin is Justin Bieber.
Okay, yeah.
I think Simon should be Harry Styles, and he does have an accent.
Okay.
But it makes it kind of just harder to understand.
Yeah.
And then Theodore is John Cena.
Yeah. That one I like.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Because I feel like you need a little, like, boy band, but then you
Yeah.
also need someone who's like, what is that choice? And I just think John Cena really commits to anything
That's like
he
the
does.
Justin Long.
Yes.
Yeah. No, that actually is good.
Who would you cast as, like, Dave or Ian? I don't think anyone else can be Ian.
I don't think so either. I don't think... There's no one else that I yearn to see as Dave, even though he's
just
very forgettable.
kind of a guy.
I just want Henry Winkler to be in this movie.
Oh my
I
God.
think he fits the energy of it really well.
Oh, he'd be so good.
He would just have to be like another
Henry
main
Winkler
character.
is Dave's dad.
Yeah.
And they're kind of not on speaking terms. And so now that Dave has kids, he has to kind of reconcile with his own father.
Yeah. He just has really, like, this movie energy.
Yes.
Right?
I think Henry Winkler gets along a lot better with the Chipmunks.
Yeah.
And so,
Grandpa.
and they're like, why don't you like Grandpa?
Uh-huh.
And he's like, something crazy happened in our history. He
Maybe
walked
that
out
was,
on
like,
us.
Yeah, there was a B plot that got cut at the time of, like, a very dark history. No, I just think he'd fit in really naturally.
I think he would
with
too.
us. Yeah.
Or he could voice like another weird animal that talks.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Like
He has a good voice.
I don't know. I don't know what animal a sheep is. What's first coming to mind, and I don't think that's right.
Los Angeles. Maybe like a street possum.
Oh.
I feel like the way that these movies depict LA is very different from how they depict New York. Like, there's parts of LA that feel like the big city, but they always set it more suburban when it's in LA.
Yes, they go, look at the Hollywood sign.
It's just rainy Los Angeles.
Okay. Where would the train go? Where do we put the train?
I mean, there would very naturally be a train in, like, the giant Christmas
Oh, I didn't even
of
think about
toys
that.
he
That's
offered.
good.
They could ride around in a little toy train. I mean, that's like...
My ideas were, instead of a tour bus, they have a tour train.
Okay, sure.
Ian, as he's trying to escape away, what if he actually had escaped with the Chipmunks and he escapes onto a train and there's a train chase?
What is a train chase?
I don't know. Dave has to run after the train.
Oh, he's chasing the train.
And I don't know. And maybe then he realizes the Chipmunks are with him or something. Or the Chipmunks have a song about a train and they have a music video on a train. Mm-hmm. Those are my three pitches.
Okay. Yeah.
Because I do think a song about, I don't know what the song about a train would be, but I could see them saying like choo choo.
You wouldn't be able to hear any of the lyrics. You would just hear choo choo.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. So
you're right.
They could do that.
Okay. How many paws?
I'm gonna say a solid 2.5 out of 4.
That was what I was gonna say. 2.5 out of 4.
Because I can't lie and say that it's like the best movie ever.
No.
But
like
it's way better than I thought.
It's better than I thought. Yeah. Like it's not 3 paws, but it's also I think better than 2.
Yeah. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe this could be like a fun feature. Every time we do the finale, we switch cameras.
Do we switch cameras?
And frame rates. Yeah.
It's always something.
It is always something.
It really
At
is
least
always
one
something.
thing. Anyway.
Oh well.
I don't know what we were talking about.
We rated it. So now we're on to yay or nay.
Yay or nay. Yeah,
I've got a
the
handful.
camera died, so we're on a different camera now. And
as it tends to.
Because we didn't change any settings from what it was on.
Okay. Are you ready?
They're ready.
Okay. Yay or nay. The piano in the scene where they sing the Chipmunk song is the piano that it was originally written and performed on.
I'm gonna go with no because I don't know why they would have kept that.
It's It's
really?
true. Apparently,
like the exact piano,
apparently,
not just, like, the same model.
That's what the son of the guy who made it was involved to some extent enough, and that's what he said. This one's a funny one.
If it's one that you wrote.
Okay. Yay or nay? Jason Lee, who played Dave, has a son named Chef Sailor Risegraph Lee.
I'm going to say yay because I don't think you made that up.
It's nay, but you want to guess what the real name is?
Is it, like...
Also unhinged.
Dr. Butcher?
It's Pilot Inspector. He goes by Pilot Lee, but that's a, like, wild middle name. Pilot Inspector. Inspector with... Yeah. Oh, my God. So I think the woman that he talks to in the supermarket is his wife, and that's what they named their child. They might not be married anymore, but...
Wow.
Pilot Inspector.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Okay. Yay or nay, the Chipmunks song never hit number 1 in the U.S. for real. It did hit number 2, though.
I'm gonna go... I think it did for, like, one day.
That it hit number 1.
Out. Yeah.
It was not when the movie came out, but it did.
Okay.
Do you want to guess when?
Was it on Christmas?
I just have a general month, but the year.
Was it December 2008?
It's December 1958 when the song originally came out.
That makes more sense.
Yes. And fun fact, that's the number that Dave's door is. Yay or nay, the Chipmunks have a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
Nay, because I learned recently that you have to pay for your own star, so I don't think they could do that.
They do. But they got it in 2019 for some reason.
I think I've been wrong on all of these.
Okay.
That's crazy. Good for them.
Yay or nay, Robert Zemeckis was originally slated to direct.
Weirdly, that feels true.
That is true.
Yeah.
Apparently, he was, when they were going to first make it in 1997, but then the, original guy or his estate sued, for some reason. So it stopped, and then a different studio picked it back up in 2005.
Did he do another animal movie, like, that we covered?
I feel like he might have, but I couldn't tell you which one.
He has a crazy filmography as well.
Okay, yay or nay, the Chipmunks' eyes are all the same color as their shirts.
No, because Alvin with red eyes would be scary.
Yeah, Alvin's is kind of gold. Kind of like the A, but they're all not. Yeah, he's the only one that isn't. Okay. This one's not true or false, but it's pick the one that doesn't fit. Okay. Who was not offered and then declined the role of Dave? Bill Murray, Jim Carrey, Chevy Chase, Tim Allen, John Travolta, Vince Vaughn, Adam Sandler, Ben Stiller, Jack Black, James Marsden, Jason Bateman. It's like every guy who's played that sort of guy.
No wonder they ended up with like a random person. Everyone said no. I thought there would be like 3.
I was going to pick some, but it's just crazy that they all said
really
no.
Crazy. I'm going to go with Chevy Chase. I feel like even by this point, he was a little past his like young guy era.
You were wrong.
And everyone... Really?
It's Jack Black, but did not.
That's, like, the one that makes the most
sense.
That's crazy. Maybe he would have done
I was going to say, I originally wrote down
Chevy Chase would be
if I was to recast him, I was like, I feel like Jack Black would be kind of fun, but then I was like, oh, he's the one guy that hasn't been written that could be that.
That's crazy.
So I put it in here.
That would have worked so well.
I kind of wish it was James Marsden, because then he's done every other, again, with an animated creature. But, yeah. That's ridiculous. Apparently, though, whatever his name is, who played him, was so excited that he would be offered the same role as some of his idols that he did a backflip. I don't know if that's true, so but that's dorky. What I told you.
I hope that's true.
It's ridiculous.
Really nice.
Okay,
he was so excited he named his kid Pilot Inspector.
Pilot Inspector. Okay, this is my last one.
Okay.
David Cross was very well received for this role and is proud of it.
I mean, I want to say yes, but it feels like a no, the way that you...
No, apparently, I don't know why he wasn't. Apparently he was not very well received.
Really?
Like, there was a whole section on the Wikipedia that was like, people hate this role.
That's crazy.
Which is
He's,
crazy.
Like, the best
there was
part.
also a part where he's never seen the movie because he's like, I did it for the money.
This makes me so sad. He's the best part
And
of the movie.
apparently Patton Oswalt and some other guy were both offered.
Mm-hmm.
And Patton Oswalt is quoted to have said, "We both threw the script across the room in disgust. David Cross caught it." Which is a wild quote.
Really
But it makes me so sad that I'm like, he's the best part of the movie,
yeah,
I think.
Absolutely is.
Yeah, there was a lot of stuff of like, people were just like, I feel like he and the Dave guy are just kind of giving nothing.
No.
I'm like, I know.
Dave is sort of giving
Dave's
nothing.
kind of giving nothing. People were like, he's not doing the Alvin yell very, very well. And I'm
I
like,
feel like that's the only thing that he did.
yeah, I'm like, he's not really doing a lot.
Yeah.
But David Cross, I think whatever he's doing
Yeah.
is working. It's good.
I hope there's like a reevaluation.
I
in
hope so
recent
too.
years,
I
you
hope
know?
so
I
too.
hope people have come around.
But I can't believe, yeah,
It
Patton
wasn't
Oswalt
worth
was like,
the shame.
I threw it across the room and he caught it.
That's so funny.
And he said that in like a magazine or something. It wasn't like a.
Yeah.
It was like in print. Because I do feel like Patton Oswalt could be kind of that
Yeah.
role. I think David Cross did exactly what was needed.
Mhm.
It would be a slightly different vibe, but.
Were both of them the white voices in Sorry to Bother You?
Yeah.
Maybe he was judging him the whole time. I guess.
I hope they had conversations
Yeah,
about
I
it.
hope so too.
Well, that's our final grand finale. Any final thoughts? Do you recommend?
I recommend rewatching this
recommend.
movie in your adulthood, maybe for Christmas. I had fun. It was very nostalgic for me, and I didn't cringe as hard as I thought that I would.
Yeah, same.
Mm-hmm.
Same thoughts. And to close it out, should we see who can do the best chipmunk voice or
They didn't,
sound?
like-
There's like a certain way to do it. Like, I don't remember. I think it's kind of like this where you're like.
How do you do that?
I'm
I
gonna
think
close
you-
out the rest of the episode talking like this. It's kind of more of a Stitch than a
That is just like Stitch.
a chipmunk.
That's crazy.
But it's like you put your tongue like up in your throat, kind of. And like, it's a little bit like an Animal Crossing character too.
I can't.
I don't
believe
know how to
do that.
describe it.
Okay, that's crazy. Good job.
But there you go. I felt like.
You just
Alright.
busted that out.
Goodbye, everyone. Join us next time. Should we announce what movie is next?
I guess so. Although I do feel like we have to do all the Alvin movies at some point, but that's not
I
next.
know it's not next, but maybe we'll do a chipmunk month.
Yeah,
I don't know if
Pretty
there's
good.
any other chipmunk movies.
I don't think so. Anyway, next time there's gonna be too many
Snakes on a plane.
snakes on the plane.
Neither of us have seen
Yeah.
it, so we're
No,
excited
I'm
to
excited.
go.
I don't know how we
to
both
go
missed that
watch.
one. I think it should be
Yes.
a pretty fun romp.
Yep.
Yeah. See you next week.
See you next time.
Or whenever.
Whatever.
Whenever we
Bye.
decide to upload.
I don't know how I do it.
It's like kind of scary.